Hello and welcome to Cassie's Cosmo, your Cosmo report for the week. I'm doing it slightly early today, and I probably will, if I get a chance, hopefully put it out on YouTube for you guys out there. It's the 12th of December. Now this is a very significant day. It's known as a golden day in the astrology field. It's when certain planets and alignments can bring in opportunities around business partnerships or relationship partnerships. So if you don't get this, I do hope that if I've published it within the next 24 hours that you've had a good Thursday in your lives. It's a pivotal point where some people will be waiting on certain things, or maybe having that contact that they look for. The moon today goes into Taurus. So after the last 3 days we've had in Aries that have brought the vavavoom and the excitement, the driving force. Aries always makes people feel like they get up and have more motivation. Taurus is a more of a slow, central character. They're more laid back, so you probably feel that the day is going to be a little bit more slower, more relaxed. Maybe you just want to kick and put your feet up in some way. Treat yourself, have something nice around you. It will be Saturday when the moon goes into Gemini, and this week my little bit of an overview or Cosmo report will be based upon the Uranus going direct again on the 17th, and also the full moon in Gemini on the 17th. As some of you mightn't get to watch it till that particular point in time. So the moon today is in Taurus, so it is about eat well, relax, enjoy yourself, a slow pace of life today, just gathering speed. And I do hope that some of you get that much awaited news or hear something at this point. On Saturday, when we go into the Gemini field, just before we go into the Cancer moon on Tuesday, we hit about 25 degrees of Gemini, which is the full moon peaking. We also have Uranus on the Tuesday as well, on the 17th, that has been going retrograde for 5 months, going direct again. And when she goes direct again, she brings in the unexpected. She shakes up your world. It is about the outer you rather than the inner you. And with Mars in Libra, the pace is fastly going to be picking up speed for us all in some way. Don't forget you've got Jupiter in Cancer, Scorpio in Saturn, Chiron and Pisces and Neptune. This is from August to February. So this is still quite an emotional time between now and February. For those who listen to my blogs or to the Cosmo Report, it is a time of collecting your life together emotionally. We've all been doing a lot of inwardly thinking, and the retrogrades are a redo, a reflect, a relook. They're sending us a message, and sometimes it can be a hidden message within that retrograde. It can be about you having to, sometimes we can all go into things with haste, as Mars in Libra will make things very quickly, or people will want things now. The retrograde, even Venus retrograde, that's on the 21st, and again Mercury retrograde in February, is helping you slow down your life or your thinking pattern, to look at the message, look at your own individual self, a time to rethink. Your subconscious mind it slows things down. So in a way, nothing happens to the planet as per se do we notice anything, but you will notice your subconscious mind reanalyzing and rethinking things. Uranus is internal thinking. So while she's been retrograde, yes, there's been a lack of income for a lot of people, a lack of resources. You've all individually kind of stopped around mid-July, and for some people they may have stopped in the track, stepped away from a relationship, gone to that internal inwardly thinking, which a lot of people have been incubating their mind, their thoughts, their life over the last few months, a growth period. Uranus can bring in hidden truths, it can bring in shock. It's known to shake up your world and your life. Something sudden happen, something unexpected. So expect extreme changes as from the 17th onwards. You know, the energies are going to shift. Uranus is known as the planet that can shock people. It can be very unpredictable. You may hear things on the news that are, you know, people dramatically or drastically walk away from jobs, people in authority, people on the news, key people. There may be something shocking within the month of December. Again, people in high places that you may know may step down from their jobs. There may be sudden changes. But for all you out there, your identity and how people see you is going to be very much affected or looked at within a lot of these planetary shiftings. People may walk away from jobs. How people see you, how you see yourself. You've been a bus driver, everybody sees you as steady and dependable. You may say, I no longer want to be that. You want to shift and shake your world. You want to change. We're in the realm of Sagittarius, which again is about higher minded, education, travel. People want to re-educate themselves. People want to travel. People want to just, I'm selling my home, I'm off. I'm off to Australia to live for 6 months. That will be the sudden shockwaves that a lot of you will get and will be processing from this. It's a positive thing. It's on a full moon, and again, you know, it is expect the unexpected, but it is all about change. After inwardly thinking, we're now outwardly putting it out there. So our lives are now, it's like doing the inside of your house. You're now going to be doing the outside of your house. It's time to move forwards out your life. It's about finding your own inner space over the Christmas period. It's about balance in your own mind over the holiday season. Around the 25th, 27th, there's going to be a couple of days, possibly the 24th, when the planets will clash. Someone may press your buttons. Anything from the 24th to the 31st. This is a time to create the balance in your own mind and reflect back into your own world what you want, not what other people are pushing you for over the holiday season, because the holiday season is known to be very stressful in itself, but the planets kind of say to most people, if you can switch off, then do so. It's not the time to push someone. It's not the time to ask over the Christmas period, even though it's about a giving time. It's very traumatic for a lot of people, and unfortunately, until we reach that new moon on the 1st of January and beyond, people may well struggle with some of the shockwaves that are about to be taking place. Uranus as well can rely on electric shocks, electricity. It is known as a shocking planet, so if you get some shockwaves or electricity energy, I also think that a lot of people may well, with the Uranus impact, there may well be be careful of the aggressive traffic, or collisions within traffic over the holiday period may also be increased. The Gemini full moon that hits a peak. Gemini is your communication planet, and the Gemini is what they call the third house, or linked to the third house, or ruled by the third house. So for some, this is about speech, anything difficulty. It connects speech, hands, arms, shoulders, fingers, lungs, your nervous system. So on a health issue or an injury issue, look towards what I have just talked about. A lot of Geminis have felt very anxious and very nervous actually over the last month or two. So it's funny how a communication or the third house does rule the nervous system. But just look at any other injuries or shortness of breath. Third house is also, it is about communication, it's about mental stimulation, it's about education, short travel, local travel. It rules vehicles. Now, anyone taking a driving test with Uranus suddenly turning around and the planet of excitement, shockwaves, if you're taking a driving test, I do think that December is a good month or roundabout now to pass that test. With the planet of unexpected and the Gemini full moon, some of you may be buying a vehicle. Unexpectedly, you might receive a present of a car or a vehicle for Christmas. The Gemini full moon brings in sales, agreements, offers, talks, decisions, money, unexpected resources, unexpected money. Uranus brings in money, so our money will start to feel a little bit better. There could be a shake-up with someone offering more around a property, offering more for your car or vehicle that you're selling. You know, she is the planet that brings in unexpected surprises. So I kind of think that a lot of people around, say, the 17th for 3 or 4 days will start to feel quite happy. This year is very rapidly going forwards, and after the new moon, the full moon, sorry, on the 17th, and the Gemini full moon the following weekend, when I will be doing the next Cosmo report, will be about the 21st. So we'll be in Capricorn. We'll be stepping into the Capricorn territory, which is Venus. Then also next weekend, winter solstice, Capricorn field, Venus going retrograde until January the 31st, stroke some say the 1st of February. So you'll be looking at your value, your money, money making opportunities or business opportunities that may well have come in from the past or around July time. It's a time to reinvent or revisit the past, maybe partnerships in love or business partnerships or even business partnerships. It's a time to take your time in many ways when we are in retrogrades of any sort. It is about rethinking and relooking at your life. So you've got quite a few exciting days ahead where a lot of you are going to feel under pressure. It's a bit like the kettle going off, and what you've got to with Mars in Libra, we're looking at balance and harmony, but Mars is depth, Mars is penetration, Mars wants it now. So it is about you trying to get that balance over this holiday season and to live in within your own space. Anybody that can do relaxation, meditation, yoga, if you can. It's a terrible time for some of you guys out there that struggle with family ties, loss of family, or not getting on with ex-mother-in-laws, or to do with parents and family. So it's about you just taking a step back. Don't feel under too much pressure. I will quickly do a 7-day cards so some of you can have the visualization of what the next 7 day brings. As I say, hopefully I will get this out this afternoon. It's Thursday and I'm doing the Cosmo report a little bit earlier this week, so that you get in the link with today. For some of you that will, it's a nice day. It's the energies trining out there are granting some people wishes, but I still feel that people who don't get today's opportunity, look towards next Tuesday on the 17th. That full moon brings things to a head, to a climax. You'll start to be able to breathe and relax. Uranus going direct again should bring in a good couple of days that people feel a little bit more positive on. This is where we are today, the Ten of Wands, and that to me is, I'm going to put it a bit closer there for you to see, it's somebody plodding, and you're all kind of feeling like life's a bit of a struggle at the moment today. You might even be feeling that now, feeling still inwardly. You are going to feel more outwardly when you get to Tuesday of next week, but this is still saying that you're feeling like you're struggling, getting out of bed in the morning, getting up for work. So unfortunately the Ten of Wands is for, we'll say Thursday the 12th. This is feeling like, can I be bothered energy. So there will be some struggles. Take something positive out of that. That may say that over the next 10 days that people will struggle, 10 weeks for those even. And I have said that I do think that February is a key month where a lot of you will feel more released. You would have had your do-over, you would have had your rethink, rethought, you would have heard or got your messages from ex-partners, ex-relationships as to why they walked away. You would have had time from a business partnership to rethink and reanalyze what it's about. You've got the World card, and again this is a very fruitful card. So by the time we hit tomorrow, Friday the 13th, unfortunately and lucky for some, it's a card that's kind of bringing you in aligning with the Capricorn field, that's saying that there will be growth within the Capricorn time, which we're nearly there. So give yourselves another week, and I think that a lot of you will have had some offers, some decisions, some good talks, some agreements with somebody about maybe where the relationship's going, or that break. So just give yourself a few days. But the Capricorn, the world is linking me with that energy, expansion, Jupiter, which is playing out now. Even though Jupiter is going direct, there's still a lot of beautiful energy of her to expand your life and your world and your mind. So get those thoughts, get thinking about where you want to expand your world, and maybe some of those thoughts or those ideas will start to come in over the next couple of days. When we hit Saturday, we've got Saturday the 14th. That's the Page of Cups, and it can be about meeting new people for relationships. The Page of Cups is about communication. It's very much coming up to that full moon energy. there, but someone's sitting away. They're not direct, they're not looking directly at you at the moment, but cups are generally communication in some way. It can mean a child, it can mean communication from a child, but I feel as if this is about people waiting for some form of communication on a relationship level that should come in, maybe aligning in with the weekend. It's certainly good communication, but remember, it's small steps. The person is a distance from you. They could be in a distance from you in relationships. Their mind or their emotions could be a distance from you, but I certainly think there's interaction coming for many of you over the weekend, bringing things into alignment. Remember, any shocking news, if someone says, I do want you but I'm not ready, or any shocking news you hear over this coming week, remember not to react too much. You're still in that Uranus internal thinking about your own life and where you're going to at the moment. You've got the Emperor, and that can mean people in authority. This is for Sunday. This can mean that your very Emperor is linked to Aries, a very strong-minded, a very proactive individual. They know what they want. They're very much in charge. And I certainly think when we get to the Aries field next year, there will be a lot of impact around the Aries, Taurus time, April time onwards. I kind of think it will bring big impact for us next year. But if you've got talks with someone in authority over the next few days, Saturday, Sunday, this is kind of aligning in the day that says whatever is spoken, it will be something quite firm. Someone in authority is giving it to you straight how it is. So you might find there are some talks with that person giving you a lot of thought for what is coming. It's a fire energy, so it comes in quite strong, and that thought with that person in authority, whether it's business or someone being the stronger partner in the relationship, you're looking around Sunday for that to connect or come in on another level. Right, when we get to Monday of next week, that's the 16th, the day before the full moon. And this is, again, a lot of fire sign cards seem to be coming in within the reading at the moment. This is the strength card. It's connected to Leo. Can be sometimes that people have had to have strength or had to hold on to their strength through illness in some way. So for some of you out there that are having medical procedures, operations, hearing with the Uranus, sudden impact can bring in lots of news, good or bad. This could be that you've got to hold on to your own strength, or trying to recover yourself or gain your strength in some way around Monday. Don't let anybody push your buttons or override you at this time. Remember, it's a very powerful month. It's a month when a lot of you will struggle in more ways than one. So this is about having strength on Monday. Monday, how we love to hate Mondays. Not many people like Mondays at the beginning of the week. So, you know, have some strength in what you're doing and the people that you are connecting with next week. Right. Tuesday, beautiful card, the Empress. Can mean pregnancies for some people. There may be somebody hearing about pregnancies or people giving birth on that full moon. Could be people deciding to go ahead and talk about that they want children, or you may hear of some pregnancies. The Empress is about growth within itself. So again, what beautiful card to come in for the 17th. So on Tuesday will be an excellent day for talks, agreements, offers, growth within that business. It is bringing in opportunities. And while Uranus has been in direct motion for 5 months, she's going to come forward with extremities, offers, things that you would not believe. So take Tuesday with the Empress as a fantastic day for everything to start to hopefully fall into place. Now, fall doesn't mean that everything will be secure. I think secure and things expanding will come in around March of next year for many people. Right, for Wednesday. Wednesday is cups, and again that's emotion. So some of you may well still feel like someone's connected, but they're only putting their foot in the water. This is natural around the December time. For those who are expecting a male in the Christmas box or a female, you know, Santa cannot always deliver. People feel under so much pressure, and don't be disheartened. The Five of Cups is feeling a little bit maybe neglected, a bit lonely at this time of year, as many thousands of people do. Know that you're not on your own. There is always a time and a place for everybody in this universe through what they go through and how they muddle along in life. Christmas is one of the hardest times ever, you know, and there are people that are less fortunate that have nothing. But this card is saying, yeah, there may be some disappointments. I do think around the 25th, 27th and the 30th will be those highlighted days for maybe connections with loved ones or people that you parted with in some way over the holiday season. So have a little bit of faith in the Christmas wish factor sometimes is what I will say to you. Right, we'll have a look now at Thursday, and we come back round the full week. Now Thursday, which is about the 19th, and we're getting near that Venus retrograde, but Venus retrograde tends to come in, even though it's the 21st, she tends to have already started her backward motion probably 3 weeks ago, and you will find that the Six of Cups is you will think about the past. At the moment you'll be having a lot of dreams about the past and thoughts about past alignments in your own mind. You may well be thinking about going back to the past, connecting with the past, but still a little bit unsure. The Six of Cups is a lovely card of nostalgic feeling, and while we've got so many retrogrades now and then February the Mercury retrograde, it's not a time of action, it's thinking, it's realigning your health, it's getting past the Christmas period. For some people that can be an issue in itself. So this week, over this next week, I hope that a lot of you hear some good news. I will give another card after that for as we're coming towards that 21st, and Three of Pentacles is about work, new work, working for yourself. It's certainly, we're going to be going into the Capricorn Venus retrograde, is about ways to make money for each and every one of you. It's going to be a time where you could have come up with ideas, connect with business partnerships, say from the 17th of July. If you were offered something and didn't take it, this is reevaluating, this is offers. Pentacles is money, it's new progress, it's things in the pipeline between now. March is your month when things will expand and take forwards, around March, April. But again, look at the week that I've given you. Things are very quickly rolling along, and a few people have said they felt very down, still felt very low over the last few days, felt trapped within themselves. You know, as soon as Uranus goes direct again, I kind of think that it's about you as an individual, it's about the truth, it's about you stepping forward. So you will hear something from some people that will, I hope that it's good truth that you hear, but people will start to open up and step forward. And if they've got any fears or worries that they've not been telling you as to why they're not in the relationship with you, or they're not able to connect with you or talk to you, you might find that something shockingly comes up, or there's a truth factor that hits you. So it will be quite an interesting week, and certainly Christmas Day and up to the 31st, I kind of think will be quite a dramatic, explosive time. So think before you speak this month. This is the month still of slowly rolling out the red carpet in your life, but not actually acting too much upon it. It's internal thinking, it's finding your own space, it's finding your own balance over the holiday season. You know, there's going to be a lot of big shifts around your identity, how you see yourself, a lot of confidence coming out. So you will notice people be more flirty with the Mars in Libra over the coming months, even starting this week. Things will start to shift. I hope you've enjoyed the Cosmo report, and you know, I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. I generally do the blog radio at 5:30 on Saturday. The link is on down below or on the YouTube settings, and I'll probably will on there do the astrology for the star signs. Unfortunately, I've not got time to be fitting everything in, so I hope you've enjoyed the Cosmo report and wave of the week this week. Remember, be daring, be true to yourself. This is the month to feel valued, so if you're not feeling valued, it's about putting your own worth first. A time to be a little bit selfish. You need to be valued in your work, in your relationship, even within your own inner self. Take care and have a wonderful week. Until next week, bye bye.